Bruins are currently undefeated, 6-0. I know the competition hasn't been the best, but you went out west, took care of the West Coast road trip in great fashion. You beat up on these teams, the Kings, the Sabres, not the Sabres, the Kings, the Sharks, the Ducks, and now the Blackhawks. Crush them, and now you're back home, and you get to host Anaheim Ducks again. But what we're going to talk about in the grand scheme is how some players stepped up to the plate. Sweeney sees some things in some players stepping up, improving a lot. Other players willing to take a different role where they and their teammates will thrive. Just some outstanding news from around the town right now. You got the Patriots at a crossroads. They just beat Buffalo. They're giving their fans hope. If they beat the Finns, if they squish the fish, there'll be real hope in Foxborough and start building up some momentum for the year. The Red Sox, they just hired their new president. Craig Breslow is back. Now he's running the show. He did great things for the Cubs. We'll have to see. He's never been a GM. He was the 8th choice. I'm a little skeptical, but he created a great pitching system in Chicago. Pitching wins games. Got to have the pitching. And then the Celtics start today, and expectations are through the roof. There are no excuses. They have to win. They have to win. But today, we're talking about the Bears. So, what we're going to start with is the centers. We're going to talk about Coyle first because he was your first line in the beginning of the season. He was your first line center. He's a very puck-dominant player, and that wasn't going to fit the play styles of Marchand and Pastrnak. Pastrnak, he's your guy. He is your goal scorer. You give him the puck, you set him up, and you let him shoot it. Marchand, another player, very gritty. He's a great scorer, though. He wants the puck as well. Then you throw Charlie Coyle in the middle there. 3 very puck-dominant players. Not going to fit as well. And what opened up this line shift is the emergence of Matt Patra. Wrote about this in the blog. Kid's 19 years old. Looks like could be the answer for the center depth in replacing Bergeron. I mean, you're not going to put that on the kid to become Bergeron, but really you just need a piece in there that you can count on. And especially with him, he's a young player, so you could have him on your roster for a very long time. 19 years old. Exciting stuff for the Bruins. We have these recaps as a little 10-minute segment to fit into your day a little better, because I know the Baystate Sports Podcast is very long. And then if you don't have time to read, you want to throw something on in the car, we got you. We're here for you. You want to rep the merch, that's all coming soon, so buckle up. But yeah, right now we'll talk about what Matt Patra was doing. 3 goals on the season, 1 assist, 4 points at 19 years old. My big thing with Patra, he has to make it through the 82-game season. This is a very physical sport, very demanding. You're going to be out there every single night. You're going to be getting slammed into the boards. Kid's 19, 180, 5'11". Protect him. They got to protect him. If they can, and they let him grow and develop through the whole 82-game season, make him tough. He's got to get tough. Then there should be some promise there in the kid. Morgan Geekie is another one. He's been good. I like what he's been doing for the right wingers. DeBrusk, I think there's talent in the kid. I think there's talent in Jake DeBrusk. He's a little bit of a high maintenance player in my eyes, but I think he's willing to scrap. He's willing to get into that and make the plays, get into the middle of the action. John Beecher's another one. Johnny Beecher, you keep your eyes on him. All right, he's on your 4th line. He's another young player, another young gun. See what he can do going into this season. He's going to be playing at the bottom right now. I mean, the depth is pretty insane if Patra's the guy. But you'll have Beecher in on that fourth line. JVR has been amazing. He, along with Coyle and Frederick, have improved and they look really good right now. JVR, James Van Riemsdyk, I'm just gonna call him JVR because it's easier. 3 goals on the season. He had one game with 2 goals. That was the Nashville game. That was incredible. Put them in the dirt. Love to see that. He's becoming a real threat for the Bruins as a good goal scorer. So you got to keep your eyes on him. The Bruins currently have 12 points on the year at undefeated record 6-0. I mean, the competition is going to get better. But I do like them against Anaheim. I definitely like them against Anaheim. I think they can take that. Then they get Detroit. And Red Wings, they're no slouch. You know, the Detroit Red Wings are 5-1. That'll be the first real test for the Bruins in this season. I wasn't surprised when they beat the Blackhawks again. I wasn't surprised. I won't be surprised if they beat the Ducks again. I hope they win, you know, because they should be playing with some grit, with a little bit of a chip on their shoulder after they lose Krejci and Bergeron. The thing I want to get into, actually, because I've been lamenting the Taylor Hall salary dump, because I loved watching Taylor Hall play. Superstar player, offensively incredibly talented. But I think he's hurt again, and he's only getting older. So the Taylor Hall salary dump could have actually saved them in the long run. Yeah, $6 million off the books goes a long way. And yeah, he's on IR. So he's week to week with the shoulder. He was just hurt like before. Now he's hurt again. The Bruins probably dodged a bullet with that one. He's very fun, very exciting player, but he gets hurt. He is getting older too. But yeah, I mean, we can talk about definitely David Pastrnak. He's been great. You know, he has to step. He's not going to have Patrice Bergeron with him anymore. David Pastrnak, I feel like, was opened up a lot by having Bergeron and Marshall. Like, that was just an incredible line. But yeah, David Pastrnak, 5 goals, 3 assists, 8 points. Leading the team, of course, offensively. He needs to be that guy. He is on the level, should be on the level of Jason Tatum. And hopefully if the Red Sox get him, Juan Soto or something like that, David Pastrnak should be your guy. You need to score. He can make it happen, you know. So keep your eyes on him. Definitely keep your eyes on Matt Patra. Keep your eyes on what Marchand can do. And Montgomery. Keep this line. I like this line. Last point we'll talk about is the goaltending. They have the best goalie tandem in the league. And I wasn't kidding when I said that on my podcast. That's legit. Swayman and Ullmark have been on top for save percentage. They're locked down. Those two together, they supplement each other really well because they can both fill in. And whoever you throw out there, you're not worried about, you know. I think also the penalty kill unit has been decent. The PK, they've been they've been good. I mean, they have a great defense. They have a great defense. I'm always suspect on the power play for the Bruins. I don't know why. They just score better when it's even. I feel like they always choke in a power play. I think they just overthink it and pass too much. Um, but yeah, keep your eyes on the goalies. See if one of them gets traded potentially this year. If they have another guy behind Swayman that they like, keep your eyes on that for sure. If they need offensive presence, which if Patra emerges, you might have your guy. So we'll see. It's exciting stuff. The Bruins have begun. They're undefeated. Keep your eyes on it. They play Anaheim in Boston on tomorrow. Tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Take care, everybody. Have a great rest of your day.